Hello, this is Julie. I know it has been a while since I did a sales update. I think it was for June, and during that time I've had a lot of life issues come up, but in amongst it all, up to this point I didn't have an eBay store. I figured with my 50 free listings a month, and then on occasion I would spend the 30 cents for extra listings, but it came to the point where I was selling a couple items a day, and so I thought, well, maybe I should look into a store. And I had gotten an offer from eBay for 3 months of a store subscription for free, and at the end of the 3 months I could cancel it. And I figured, well, that gets me into fourth quarter, and maybe I could start selling a bulk of things, and then at that point re-examine if I want a store, if I want to do this anymore, what would happen. So anyway, I did open an eBay store and was able to relist many of the items that I've had for a while, and they have started to sell. And I think it was a good time to get into a store as people's sales are picking up for fourth quarter. So I have a few things. They're in no particular order. I just grabbed some things out, mainly things in the last month or so that I've had good success with or learned something from selling them, buying them and selling them. And this first item is an Elvis Presley Dragonfly shirt, and it was in very good condition. The white collar had a little bit of yellowing to it. I did wash it. It mainly came out. I do soak items in OxyClean. It's a powder, and I add warm water and sometimes let it set overnight or for a couple days, and it has helped some items a lot. But I still did list a little slight yellowing because it was not perfect. After I picked this up, it just looked really interesting, and I think I got it for like $6, which is more than I usually spend, but it just was really interesting. Let's see if I have a picture of the back of it. And the buttons had Elvis Presley on them. Let's see. And his signature on the back is the same as the front, and his signature was embroidered on, so really nice quality. And after I picked it up, I saw someone's video talking about Dragonfly shirts and how well they sell. So this one did sell after a little bit for $50 plus shipping. Teletubbies. My kids were getting out of the age and stage when Teletubbies came into popularity, but my husband and I took a little road trip and we hit some thrift stores, and I found this very large bag of plush for $5. And I figured if I only sell one item in the whole bag, I've at least made my money back. But I saw these 3 Teletubbies, and these, I think they were about maybe 14, 16 inches tall, and they talked. And some of what they said was slurred, which was, I guess, normal, but basically their voice boxes still worked. And so I have these actually listed for, I think, maybe a couple months before they sold, and it was really weird. I was packing them up, and I was down in the basement, and my husband was upstairs, and as I'm putting the last one in, and this is the truth, as I was putting the last one in, it said, "Bye-bye," and my husband heard it, and he thought I was talking to the plush, but no, it spoke to me. So this was $40 with shipping. And Polo Bear. This was a pillowcase, an old pillowcase. It had a stain on it, which again, I used OxyClean, and I don't know if you may not be able to see it. It was quite faint after I spot treated it. But this pillowcase sold for $25 plus shipping. And actually I found a pink Ralph Lauren pillowcase, and I was kind of excited because I thought, oh, this would be a rare item. But they had it all wrapped up at the sale, and when I unwrapped it when I got home, the corners had holes in it, so wasn't able to sell that one. Okay, fabric. I am a crafter and I love fabric, and I found Grinch Who Stole Christmas. I found 3 yards, and so I sold each yard for $15, and those sold pretty quickly. And let's see, September 3rd is when I sold all 3 yards about the same time, but September 3rd. So people were starting to think about Christmas in the beginning of September. Vintage sheets. These weren't even any big brand. They were just Spring, which was a big brand of linen back in the day, so to speak. And this was just a queen 4-piece set. And it was in good condition, but people like the vintage sheets. I don't know why, but this went for $35 plus shipping. I found some Mary Kay, and this doesn't have expiration dates on it, and I'm not real sure that I would personally use face cleaner that I don't know the age of. And it looked like this was, every once in a while they'll change out their box design and their product design, and so this was like the last design before the newest design came out. But I had these 2 toners, and I think I paid $1 a piece, and one person bought both of them for almost $60 free shipping. This was a Winnie the Pooh rug. So even rugs, it just blows my mind. You know, bed sheets and rugs can be filthy, yucky things, but people walked all over it with their bare feet. But it was in very good condition, and this went for $20 plus shipping. Just rolled it up, put it in a padded flat rate, and off it went. Okay, I have, at the one for thrift store I really like, they have the plastic bags hanging up full of stuff, some of it related, some of the things unrelated. But I've started to look at sunglass cases, and I saw one that looked like the Burberry plaid pattern, so it caught my attention. But what was also in there was this Cartier Jewelry Box. And so I thought, oh, I know Cartier. I think it's a good brand, so I looked it up. And some of these, with the box that this box goes into, $100. So I didn't know how to price it. So this is one of the few things that I did put up for auction, and it got 6 bids, sold for $40 plus shipping. And actually I meant to offer free shipping because I did start the auction, I believe, at $20. So I figured $20, that was good. Anyway, I got 6 bids, and the person loved it, and it went off to like Laguna Hills, California, or some highfalutin place. I don't understand. This was it was a very thick glass nightlight, and it was by Andrea by Sadak, which I guess is collectible pieces, and the front propeller part comes off, that's where you put the light bulb, and a piece, I don't know if it was cracked before I bought it or after I bought it, but I disclosed about the cracked piece, and I was able to sell this for $50 plus shipping. It was quite heavy, and lately I've been selling breakable stuff, and I don't know how I feel about it, but they've all sold for a good price, so I guess I'm willing to invest a little bit of time to package breakables. But that was really cute, and I did the picture in the dark with the light on to show that it worked. But that would have been cute, I think, my husband would have liked it if it didn't sell. So I priced it high and I got what I wanted. This is Pottery Barn. This was almost practically new. One of their kid designs, and they came with the dust bags that the sheets came in. And I found a pillow sham and the pillowcase. So this whole set went for $60 plus shipping. Harbor Square from Waverly is a very popular pattern design, and I found several pieces of curtains, and I spent a little bit more than I normally would have for these pieces, but since I had a lot of them, a bunch of them, so when I took the pictures, the pictures didn't show real well, but after a couple months I did sell. I had 2 sets of these, and I have extra pieces I haven't sold yet, but I sold 2 sets for $50 a piece. The same person bought them, so they went for $100 plus shipping. And if anyone can tell me, when you have 2 or more pieces you're selling separately in one listing, and you put a shipping price, and one person buys both the pieces, why it only charges for one shipping. So I had to pay a little bit extra for shipping because the same person bought both sets, but it only charged for the one shipping. So if anybody knows why that happens, I've been meaning to call eBay to inquire, because it's happened to me a couple times. So now if I have 2 or more items in the same listing, I put free shipping and just add the shipping cost into the price. Here's the find. Giorgio Beverly Hills VIP Special Reserve Spray Cologne, 4 ounces. This was at a church garage sale. I couldn't get reception. It was $5. So I thought, I picked it up with another one, like the Elizabeth Arden Red Door or something that's not as resellable. But this went for $150. And I did have to ship this ground because perfume cannot go air. First class, it must go ground. So I just told the person I was thinking I could send it first class, and then I realized I sold perfume before, but I thought I need to make sure I do this right. So I did send it ground. I contacted the buyer and said, it's going to take a few extra days. So, and that was delivered a couple weeks ago, and I haven't heard either way, so I assume it's good. This was just a bag of vintage plastic building blocks. They were kind of neat because the doors and windows that you put in the building opened up. And I had my husband research this, and we really couldn't come up with a name. There were several different types of vintage plastic building blocks. So I just, you look for good keywords, and it did sell. $25 plus shipping, and who knows, it may have been worth more had I known a brand, but I was fine with that. These are just Mickey Mouse and Minnie window clings, just the gel window clings, and I found 2 sets of 2, and for $1 a piece, and the same person bought both sets within maybe 2 hours of me listing this. And again, this is middle of September when these were sold, and people are thinking about Christmas. This was a Villeroy and Bach canister set of the, I'm not even sure how to say, Aletha Nova Charm. That must have been the pattern. And this was actually bought by someone overseas. So to ship this was interesting, but for $45 plus shipping, it was worth my time. Now I found a Vita products, and I couldn't find this product, but all the other Vitas that were listed go for quite a bit of money. And this was a purifying water that has essential oils in it, and there were 8 of these, brand new. I don't know if a salon went out of business, and I don't even know how old these are. I don't know anything about them really. But within an hour or so, of listing. I just listed 2. I didn't want to list all of them at one time to kind of flood the market at one time and maybe not get as good a price. But within 2 hours of listing, I got a message if I would take 40 apiece for both of them. And I found out the person that sent me that message sells Vita online. So I said, well, I just listed them. I would like to see if I could get closer to full price. And I have sold one. It's taken a while, but I have sold one for $45. It's just 3.4 fluid ounces. And again, there's nothing alcohol in it. It's a liquid, and it was heavy enough, and I got enough, $45. I decided to send it priority, and I just put on the package that it was inert liquid with a screw top and bagged 3 times. Those are the criteria, is that it has to have a screw top or in a special container, bagged 3 times, and you must disclose. And since I have my postal carrier come to the door to pick up my packages, I couldn't tell them what was in it, so I just wrote right on the box what it was, and that was good. This is just a little, it was an 8-inch by 4-inch little Bonnie Bell caboodle makeup organizer with the, it has the little tray in it. Just a small little thing, but I think this is kind of collectible for some people, so that sold really quick for $25 plus shipping. This is buffalo check plaid ribbon. I was at the church garage sale. There were several of these that were new. I should have picked up more. Don't we always say, oh, I wish I'd gotten more? I picked up 3. They were $1 a piece and 10 yards each. And I figured if they didn't sell, I could, decorate a Christmas wreath with them. One person bought 2 of them, and another person bought the 3rd. So that was very quick, easy sale. And the last thing I want to show you today, I found these Joan Rivers right to bare legs. It's kind of some kind of cover up, like I suppose if you have maybe varicose veins or blemishes or scars, and they seem quite popular. I've had these up for a couple months, and again, they don't have any expiration date. I found the cover up makeup and also moisturizer. So I did some combinations. You could either buy 3 of the cover-ups for one price or 2 cover-ups and a moisturizer, and I put I had 7 available. So I've sold 1, so I've made my money back, and now I'm just hoping, even going out of the summertime when people are showing off their legs more, that maybe they'll continue to sell. And they don't have any expiration dates, so until someone tells me that they aren't any good, I will continue to try to sell them. So those are some of my sales lately. I'm excited about getting into 4th quarter. I guess I didn't have it. I can show that another update. But anyway, these are some of my sales. So thanks for stopping by. Wishing you all well as you go into 4th quarter. May reselling go well, and we will talk to you later. Bye.